You can't go through life allowing pain to dictate how you behave. It's easy to sit here in your bedroom and wallow in your hurt feelings. It's hard to rise above it. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Time is not cure for chronic pain, but it can be crucial for improvement. It takes time to change, to recover, and to make progress. Sometimes I think I shouldn't feel the way I do. When I start thinking this way, I tell myself that feelings are neither good nor bad, they simply are. In the midst of intense negative feelings, whether fear, anger, depression, etc., it can feel as though they will last forever, like they will never end. It promotes emotional balance to maintain an awareness that all feelings are temporary and that they always change. Sometimes things fall apart so that better things can fall together. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation. It means understanding that something is what it is and that there's got to be a way through it. I don't believe in pain management anymore. I believe in trying to cure persistent pain. Some people think that to be strong is to never feel pain. In reality, the strongest people are the ones who feel it, understand it, and accept it. When pain brings you down, don't be silly. Don't close your eyes and cry. You just might be in the best position to see the sunshine. The longer you have pain, the better your spinal cord gets at producing danger messages to the brain, even if there is no danger in the tissue. There is a point to changes like this. I have to move on to other things, to other conceptions of myself. I play golf, I still work, and I can be pretty happy just walking the land. Healing severe or chronic pain, I believe, includes transforming our relationship to the pain, and ultimately, it's about transforming our relationship to who we are and to life. I thought I was going to die, but I've gone from where I can't function, where I just can't live like this, to I've got a bad headache. Chronic pain is not all about the body, and it's not all about the brain. It's everything. Target everything. Take back your life. I'm not an early bird or a night owl. I'm a permanently exhausted pigeon. Don't fight your pain. You can't win. The paradox of recovery is that you have to surrender to win. Accepting what you can't change makes a difference. The body does not give up on us, so we can't give up on it. My goal is always to work with my body, not against it, so that it can function efficiently. I also try to remember that there have been pain-free days, which means that this difficult time will be over and give way to a better time. That's where gratitude is so important. Writing gratitude lists to remember all the wonderful things I've experienced has also been really helpful for me. And once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure whether the storm is really over, but one thing is certain. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what this storm is all about. I'm not looking for sympathy or anyone to care about it. This is my life, and I've moved forward. It doesn't stop me from being anywhere I want to be. Since chronic pain frequently cannot be seen or measured, unlike acute pain, doctors, colleagues, friends, or family may question or doubt your pain. In effect, it doesn't matter if anyone believes you, but it is extremely important for you to acknowledge that all pain is real. It's not about getting over things, it's about making room for them. It's about painting the picture with contrast. It's been a long recovery. You can't mourn for how you used to feel. You have to come to terms with it. The strongest people are not those who show strength in front of us, but those who win battles we know nothing about. Our strength grows out of our weaknesses. I will always have pain, but I exercise as much as I can, and I find that makes a huge difference. And if my body does seize up, I have a pain plan in place. I go back to my doctor. Laughter truly is medicine. Though this won't fix everything, finding ways to smile and laugh more will change your body's chemistry in many positive ways. This is not just a distraction, it's an effective way to find some respite from your pain. It's okay to have fun when you're in pain. Smiling and laughing may be difficult, but it's both okay and possible. Keep trying. Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develops your strength. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that's strength. I've had it for so many years. That rebellion of not taking care of myself can't exist anymore. For those who are chronically ill and in chronic pain, have you had the experience of doctors not listening to you? If so, how do you not tear their heads off with your bare hands? I have lost the ability to read, write, or even watch TV because I can't process information or any stimulation for that matter. It feels like someone came in and confiscated my brain and tied my hands behind my back to just watch and see life go by without me participating in it. You are not defeated when you lose. You are defeated when you quit. Endometriosis is not life-threatening. I know I'm lucky in the grand health scheme, but I also know that I'm one of many women who grasp for a sense of consistent well-being, fight against the betrayals of their bodies, and who are often met with skepticism by doctors trying to view painful periods as a lot of women who should learn to grin and bear it. You just do it. You force yourself to get up. You force yourself to put one foot before the other, and God damn it, you refuse to let it get to you. You fight, you cry, you curse. Then you go about your business of living. That's how I have done it. There is no other way. It starts with brain fog. For a while, I couldn't put sentences together. I'm really tired a lot. A few weeks ago, I had a big campaign shoot that I had to reschedule. It's hard, but I push through, because at the end of the day, if you are not working, somebody else is. The fatigue is hard to explain unless you have it. Some mornings I feel really sick, like when you don't get a lot of sleep, or you have the flu or cold. I always have some level of tiredness, and the more I try to push through it, the tougher it got. The journey of recovery from chronic disease is a long and winding road of small victories. I can easily forget that I'm in control of my life and return to feeling like a victim of my chronic pain. I may start asking myself again why this happened to me, what I did to deserve this, etc. However, one of the gifts of pain recovery has been freedom from victim thinking. This comes about over time, but it does come. Maybe I wasn't necessarily really good at knowing what that meant, so it actually got to a point where it was life or death. When I was diagnosed, my doctor said, "I don't want you to think you can't do anything that you don't want to do in this life. MS is part of me, but it's not who I am." I had no idea what was going on, and I didn't have any way of solving it. Very recently, I was diagnosed with PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, a hormone imbalance, and finally, I knew why this was happening to me. Tough times never last, but tough people do. It's about taking it seriously, first and foremost, and getting real and being diligent about what you need to do to manage the disease. It takes time and it takes a plan, but once you have a plan in order, it's about making healthier choices, getting active, and staying diligent on the program your doctors put you on. Even to this day, I don't subscribe like lupus doesn't have me. Some doctors said this, but I'm going to do everything I can do to maintain my physical, mental, and spiritual health. The world breaks everyone, and afterward, some are strong as the broken places. I've always thought that if you work really hard at something, you can get it. But I was faced with the reality that this just wasn't happening, especially given my celiac disease. My body tends to shut down when I'm under stress, like when I'm training for a marathon or when I was starving in Australia. So I decided to be kinder to my body. Diabetes is a disease I was diagnosed with when I was 13. It was a moment in my life when I was just getting ready to start making music with my brothers and touring, and it was something I thought would slow me down before I even got started. I'm not a vitiligo sufferer. I'm not a vitiligo model. I'm Winnie. I'm a model, and I happen to have vitiligo. Stop putting these titles on me or anyone else. I'm not suffering. If anything, I'm succeeding at showing people that their differences don't make them who they are. The emotional side of MS is the toughest part. Depression is one of the most common symptoms that people with MS share. There are times it just comes out of nowhere and really kicks me in the ass. Pain is always accompanied by emotion and meaning, so that each pain is unique to the individual. The word pain is used to group together a class of combined sensory emotional events. The class contains many different types of pain, each of which is a personal, unique experience for the persons who suffer. My path may be different, but I'm not lost.